everybody. Welcome to Build Study. We are on a very special treat. We are with the wonderful builder and good friend. I like to get wrecked. How's it going, Wrecked?
Good, thanks. How you?
I am good. So you're doing live streaming right now on Twitch, a little double duty, and I'm recording this to put out to probably break up into some videos and just show this world what Wrecked has done here. I've been watching for, I don't know, like probably 6 months or so. This enormous city develop, and this city is just one of, what were you just telling me, like 40 in the world?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's roughly 20 active builders. There's there's over 40 other kind of smaller, less, I would say tentative builds, so to speak. The atmosphere is just very casual, and sometimes people got to go and life kind of throws a curveball at them or
Sure.
something, and they need to step away for a little while. So, and it's all good, whenever they get that feel to want to build again, they're always welcome to come back. There's no you know uh it's just all carefree, enjoyable building. That's what it is.
I really, I was saying this, I think in a stream today, was it today? I think, just about how really, really cool and how much I appreciate your community. Not all Twitch/YouTube communities are so relaxing and giving and friendly and all that kind of stuff. I think yours is. I think the Articraft folks are always that way. Like, it's just nice whenever you log on, people are like, oh, hey, even if they don't know you, they're like, hey, how can I help you? Let me show you around. What's this? Well, that's not the way it is a lot of times, and it's very cool to see that what you've sort of nurtured in your Twitch channel, and yeah, I'm happy to be a little mini part of it here.
Well, thank you.
So before we go on with the tour, because listen, folks, if you haven't seen this, if you have not been watching Rex streams, it's staggering and it's unbelievable. But before we go to the end, and then I throw this in at the end, people don't watch to the end of all videos. So how would people go about joining this wonderful world that you've created here?
Well, currently how it's set up is it's only a one-time subscription to the server, or not the server, my channel. I'm not really a fan of, most people do the recurring subscriptions, and I understand the reason they do that, but I'm not really a fan of that. I feel like it's kind of, influences people to be, obligate to subscribe to the channel in order to want to continue to build something that you're enjoying doing. So it's just a one-time subscription and 20 hours active in my Twitch channel as well, and that's just pretty much to establish somewhat of a little bit of trust between myself or the community and the individual that's interested in joining. It's another method to kind of help deter trolls or griefers or people that just want to waste time coming here.
Sure. That's such a good idea too, because like at the end of 20 hours, like just through typing and interacting, you have a pretty good gauge of who that person is. And even more importantly, then when that person gets into the world, they're going to hit the ground running, because they're like, okay, I know where I can go and I know who this guy is and who this person is. It's really like a big way to jumpstart someone really into feeling part of the community and not just like a random builder on a random server. It's a great idea.
Well, thanks. Yeah, no, I know it's a lot of people think that 20 hours can take a little long time too, but I actually, well, I'm sure we'll go over it, but I stream every day, or at least I try to every night for 2 to 3 hours a night. Sometimes there's a little bonus streams. The weekends I actually try to stream even more. So there's a lot of times that I'm on. So people generally hit it a lot quicker than they think that they will. So
Right. Well, I can't wait to get a look. So, I thought tonight we're basically going to take a look at your kingdom, right? Fog Haven is the name of your city here, and we'll just go until we see it all, and then I'll just cut this up into little bite-sized morsels and spread out over a few weeks of time, but. So why don't you take us take it away, take us on tour, and please feel free to explain as much about the Conquest and Conquest Reforged thing as you want to, because I think a lot of folks who come out to my channel are sort of vanilla followers in general, and they might not be aware of some of the Conquest things.
All right, sure, yeah. So Conquest Reforged is a an awesome mod pack that adds over 8,000 blocks to the game. Uh, if you enjoy building, I highly recommend it. It is available as a texture pack as well, but like I said, the mod pack you're gonna get 8,000 blocks, and that's the best bang for the buck in my experience. Well, I shouldn't say that because it's free, but it's just a figure of expression, I
Yeah,
guess.
right. And you can just get that through the Twitch launcher. If you just go to like twitch.tv and grab the launcher, it's right there. I mean, it's easier now than it has ever been before. It's unbelievably easy if you want to grab it, or they have their own Conquest launcher as well. Do you know what happened to the website? I'll put the website in the description of this video anyway.
Yes, yes. There's three ways that you can do it. The original way that you do mods, you can, they have it available as the mods separately that you can put into the mod folder, the Conquest Reforged launcher and the Twitch launcher, like you said. But what I'm gonna do first is we'll come through here. This is through the upper class district, and as you can see, we have a wide assortment of different houses. They're all unique. There's 27 unique and different, you know, kind of style houses here. Yeah, if you follow me, I'm gonna show you a really special one over here.
Okay.
Fixxitt might recognize it.
Ooh, I think I know where we're going. So let me ask you while we're heading there. Oh, is this it? Is this the one? Oh yeah. I built this house. I built this house, everybody. Kind of. In my own way.
Hey, someone left the door open.
We did, over in the realm of Vasten, we did a charity campaign for our buddy Klautos. His sister had a very, very expensive medical procedure, and we did a fundraiser, and Rect was extremely generous in his donation. One of our things to do would be, if you donated basically anything, then you would get a build on Vasten. And so I said, hey Rect, what build do you want? And literally he sends me this. Now remember, we're vanilla. Now we have a custom texture pack made by Germsy Boy, which is a great help. But yeah, so Rec's like, oh yeah, if you could just do this house, that'd be cool. I'm like, crap. What am I into now? We kind of pulled it off though, thanks to Germ's textures and the Tudor blocks. That really was the kind of deal.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's bigger than mine. I think it's bigger than the replication that I made from the pictures. Yeah, the interior is a lot bigger.
Yeah, just to give you an example of interiors. I mean, you can every single house, every building has full interiors. It's something that, well, I harp on you about all the time. You gotta do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back and do them all one day. Don't worry. I'll go back in time. This is great. What are these blocks? These are red cushion chairs. Man, that'd be a nice.
They're fancy, luxury.
And I'm seeing a lot of this through the eye of a vanilla builder for the most part. So I'm always like, when I'm looking at Conquest and Conquest Reforged, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Now, how can I take it? How can I use this? Like, if we had a block like this and even like a door behind it or something, then you'd have like a decent replica of a chair, kind of. Maybe not exactly.
Yeah, I've actually used that in some other spots. I can maybe show you, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to show.
Yeah. I even like the design of this table. Is this a real thing? Do tables have like a master little jut out thing? I've never seen a table like that before, but that's really
I just use stair blocks with the oak design.
That's where you sit. That's Rex seat. Everyone else gathers around.
Oh no, you wait. I will show you my seat.
Okay. All right. Wow, that's a cool idea for a table. And I'm getting ideas for interiors that I'm going to tell other people to do. All right. So what's next? This is great. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I could show you. We could, drag out the inside of the house for another like 10-15 minutes. So let's just move on.
Yeah, sure, no problem. See, everyone says you come to my channel and you don't see interiors. There, I just showed you an interior. Now shut up, and I'll show you another one next tour of someone else's build.
So this is the military district over here.
Okay.
And we have all sorts of different buildings, a mess hall, a hall of legends. We got training grounds over here,
Ooh.
or kind of barracks. You can see we got all sorts of dummies.
Oh man, I love the idea that this gate is like in the process of being opened or closed, maybe, or something like that. That's such a cool idea. It almost adds like movement to an moving game. You know what I mean? To a static game. That's interesting. I would have never done it. I'd either put all the way closed or all the way up. That is very cool. I really like that. And the dummies, man. That
Yeah, I
adds a
like to
lot.
make it so it's like just barely passable on a lot of games.
That's real. That's very, very cool. I'm gonna make a note of that to do that in the future. Ooh, what are these blocks? Sorry. Now everyone in your stream is like, oh, look at the vanilla noob who's like amazed at every block. Yeah, I know. That's me.
I need to apologize.
I know. I'm the rack of crossbows. Oh, that's so cool. Man, I want a rack of germ. Make us a rack of crossbows. All right. Wow, this is really, oh man, this is really so Rec, let me just talk to you. How when you're designing this, like, how'd you come up with this? I mean, it makes sense. It seems maybe obvious even in a way to have these like dummies and these long rows and stuff. But I mean, did you Google images or like what made you come up with such a good idea as this?
Well, most of the stuff that I come up with is just it's kind of the creativity of my own imagination, really. I apply a little bit of what seems logical anyways, I guess, in my sense. But you know, I know not everything is 100% accurate or, you know, technical, but I try to make it you know, as good as I think that it can be, you know.
Well, I love, I mean, as much as I love seeing the city, and I really do, but the thing I love maybe even more than that is knowing what the sort of process to get to this point was, you know, because I think that often for builders too, knowing like, well, okay, like that building's amazing, but how did you think of that, or like what sort of lines, or what's the shape? Okay, one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah, this is apparently my brother trolled me the other day and left one of his head.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. So what's this? Are these stand as people, or are these dummies? Are these guys like training right now?
Well, they got heads full of hay. You tell me.
Well, I could see it going either way. Maybe it's a really poorly geared army. Just saying.
Fog, hey, even never. Look at the guards right here. Look at the guards stationed outside of.
That's true. These guys are geared. That's true. That's true. Oh man, I love these gates. Oh, these are very cool. Very cool.
Right here is actually one of the first, not the first building that I ever built, but one of the largest buildings that I ever built. Well, one of the first largest buildings I ever built, the military academy, and I was very, you know, I feel like that this was kind of the turning point of my kind of skill, so to speak, my increase in skill level. I don't know how to say that without sounding, you know, arrogant, but you know, I still have plenty more to learn.
No, sure, but you can tell there are like road signs, maybe, if you will, or markers as you kind of get better. Like for example, like the person who builds their very first diagonal house, like that's like a marker. Like, okay, now you have, you know, you've now increased the level or something. You know, you've leveled up, and yeah, so maybe this was something for you. So what was it about this house, or this, I guess, building more than house, that stood out to you? Ooh, I like the shape of it. Really like the roofs too.
I would just say the sheer size, the amount of detail, and just the design overall. You know, it's not your typical 3x3 dirt hut.
Mm-hmm. I really, one of the things that jumps out to me is, as far as especially interesting, is I like the asymmetry in part, like when you first look at it, you're like, oh, that's a symmetrical build, but then you look a little closer and like not so much. There's little things, like for example, there's two windows over here and only one over there. Small little detail, but it makes a difference, I think. This little what would this could be called? Shoot, I'm missing the word. It's out of my brain. Right, a gable or something, like a dormer window or something, or platform or something, but they're different on both sides, and man, that stuff makes a huge difference.
Oh, I don't know, I just call them windows, vents, windows or vents.
And then even over here you have like a long flatter roof landing that kind of goes out from this. These are little things, but like people, I think roofs can be a sticking point for builders pretty frequently, you know, and there's a lot of inspiration you can take here from just all these different, I mean, man, there's like 9 different roof techniques used in this one house. It's really a very fine build. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I find that the Conquest Reforged mod pack, I always say all the time that it's a major crutch for me. I suck at building otherwise.
I don't buy that for a second. Neither does anyone else. But I think you can be a master of some sort of build. Like I've seen master vanilla builders be completely lost at, say, the mod like chisel and bits, for example. You know, so I mean, I think that there are like specialties and techniques that you can get extra good at. But anyone who can build in any style can quickly learn any other style too. You know, if you have the eye for it, and clearly, obviously, you have the eye for it. This is
Well,
a great build. Yeah. Yeah, love it. What's the wall around? Is this the city walls that go right around this building?
Yes. Yeah, this was originally kind of, I didn't really mess with the land too much besides just flattening it out a little bit, which I know a lot of people are kind of, I've got a lot of criticism for that. A lot of people have said, oh, that's very vanilla-ish. But in my defense, I actually kind of wanted it to be very flat and, you know, synthetic almost, so to speak, or man-made, because this is the capital of our world, so I wanted it to be a reflection of the power that man has to kind of bend, you know, the land to his will instead of, you know, having to build around the land itself like how it generally is.
I like that. I like that. I like that little bit too, especially that it's actually thought out and not just you did it because like whatever. You know, I like having a reason for it. I think it's really good. So is this whole world that we're in, is this like how is it? Is it generated with like Conquest mod or?
Conquest Reforged does have its own world generation. However, this map is called Yarrowin, and it's made by Lord Dacker. I'm sure
yeah.
a lot of people are very familiar with him.
Okay.
If you ever, you can find it on Planet Minecraft, but I do have a command in the Twitch channel that provides a link and gives him credit as well.
Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've actually seen him work. I think it's been quite a while, but I've seen him actually work on this map. I think I just didn't realize it was the same one. Cool. So when you're building this, again, just trying to get inside your brain as a builder, did you build the city walls here first, or did you build the walls around the military academy here?
I primarily built the walls first as kind of a set of boundary per district. So I did it up until, you know, surrounding the military district, what I had in mind, and then I built all the military buildings, and then I continued to, you know, I pretty much set the walls as my limitations or how far I wanted the build to extend.
Okay, and how far are you getting close to like you know, quote unquote done? Like, are the walls filled up basically? Because I can't picture the map offhand, but it seems like it's pretty full.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of room still, but everything inside the walled section is primarily done. There's just a few small houses that I have to do the interiors in, and that.
Wow, that's.
I've been starting to work on the outskirts now. I'm sure you saw some of it over there. Well, you saw it earlier.
Yeah. So I mean, so like big picture, what's the plan? What's this like city is? I know Minecraft. The word done is kind of a fake word, right? But like once you're like quote unquote done with this city, do you move on to another one, or what's the game plan?
Sorry, I had to fix that. I don't know why that block was like that. Oh, these I'll get back to that later. The game plan, I suppose, is to just keep going until I don't know, until forever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's my game plan. Yeah, you just keep on building, start a new city, start a new kingdom, start a new castle, or whatever you're gonna do next. Yeah. Hey folks, special thanks to Wrecked for allowing us to come in and tour your just spectacularly amazing world. This is just part one of a many-part series looking at the Wrecked world. So thank you especially to my members, YouTube members, and patrons over there that make all the things that we do on this channel possible. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My family appreciates it, and it makes a huge difference to us. So thanks so much. Stay tuned. I'm going to go probably weekly on these Wrecked tours till we see the whole thing. So stay tuned, and you can check out part 2 coming up in about a week. Okay, bye.